All right, coming up right now is Ask the Consul. And my guest this morning, listeners, I will tell you, and I really have to muscle up for this one. This gentleman has the longest surname I've ever come across, yes. It's Brian Jogwiwa Tanapoint.
Good morning. Perfect.
I got
Perfect pronunciation.
I didn't bite my tongue. I don't believe that at all. And we also have another beautiful lady. She has been here before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Elena Zelatnik.
Good morning.
And I tell you, before I go further, I'm sure my listeners will be interested in the history of those names. Zelatnik.
Mine is Czech.
Czechoslovakia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Brian J. That's easy to say, Brian J.
Brian J. My father's from Thailand.
All right. So listeners, now you get a little bit about the history of those names. Now, this has been an interesting week. And I think, when was it now? July 4, that was a very special day.
Yeah, it was great. It was a big thank you to Devon House for hosting the party. Many guests coming out for July 4th and celebrating the United States Independence Day.
Yeah, we had, hundreds of Jamaicans came and celebrated with us, including yourself, I believe.
Was I was there?
That's the rumor. That's what I've heard.
You see now, I didn't carry the girlfriend, you see, and I didn't want anybody to know I have now exposed my business. I'm in big trouble. Oh, it was wonderful. Tell us more about it. It was beautiful. The band,
it was a country western Texas themed party. So
and we are quite familiar with country and western music.
Yeah, that's true. I've heard that a lot of American country stars have traveled to Jamaica and performed here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we had a band and some Tex-Mex food. We had lots of red, white, and blue hats. That was fun for everyone.
I need to get my hat, please. I didn't get that one. I must tell you. And you had the band is My Style. Mystic. What did I get my style? Mystic. Okay. And we have a group here, Mystic. What a thing. Well, it was really lovely, and I must tell you, the food was just delicious. Oh, it was beautiful. And so many Americans there, they came out and they really had fun. 200 and how many years? 240. Can you imagine 40? Can you imagine that? Jamaica? You have a far way to go. All right, we're going to take a call at this time. Let's all go to the line. Ruben, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Morning, Ruben.
Good to have you.
Yeah. What I would like to find out is, if you have interview at the embassy, you don't have to pay for that interview.
So, hi, Ruben. How are you? If you're applying for a visa, there's an
No. It's not applying for a visa. It's the file. So you have an interview to go to an interview at the embassy. You don't have to pay for that interview.
Correct, Ruben. You don't have to pay for the interview. There's an application fee. So normally when your petitioner, who's your family member in the States, files the petition, and then there's an application that has to be filled out. But by the time you are notified that you have a date for the interview, that notification should have some information about whether all of the documents are in order. So have you received a time for your interview?
That's right, yes.
Okay. Well, with the notification with that, there's information about what documents are required. And if you take a look at that, that'll explain to you whether or not you have done everything that needs to be done. If you have particular questions, if you have some confusion about that, you're welcome to contact the Kingston Immigration Visa Department by email.
Yes.
Would you like me to give you that email address?
No, I just would like to just know if that interview would cost any money. That's what I want.
It shouldn't be. There's a fee with the application, but if you have done that, then there isn't an actual. When you come to the embassy on the day of the interview, that there isn't anything required then.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Take care, Ruben.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much for calling. Now back to July 4 now. There's so many persons were there, and the ambassador. He made a speech which was, I must say, something that I hope it's published in the media about working with Jamaica. Very interesting speech. I do hope that we carry that one. And quite a number of dignitaries who are there, but I must tell you, I was more interested in the food.
The food was great. The food was great.
Yes.
Also, another thing that happened at 4th of July, they did a sort of soft rollout for the He for She campaign and it's this campaign.
Oh, he for she. Yes. Tell me about that. He for she or she for he, whatever that is. What is that?
He for She is a campaign started by UN Women, and it's a campaign to encourage men and boys to work for gender equality and women's rights, and sort of it's a campaign against gender-based violence, and it's trying to show how the issue affects everybody. And many people are involved. They did a small video at the 4th of July, and they're going to do a wider opening at the end of the month.
Okay. And that's a worldwide problem, in terms of gender violence.
It's a worldwide problem, and it's I believe it's a global campaign. So we're going to try to get Jamaica involved, and there's a lot of the Ministry of Culture, Gender and Entertainment and Sport is involved, and
she was also there.
Oh, she was also there.
Honorable Babs Grange.
Correct.
All right, let's now go to another caller, Tony Ann. Good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Darby, and good morning to your consular officers.
Good morning,
Tony Ann.
My question is, I had applied to attend a school in China. No, they emailed me an acceptance letter. I made a date for an interview, and at the interview, I was denied a visa, saying I'm too young, I just want to get in America. No, school starts in October, and I'm trying again for another visa. What are my chances, or what do I need?
Okay. Hi, Tony Ann. So anytime you come to an interview, we look for your ties to this country. I think when you come to the interview, explain your situation, showing that your intent to go to China, you have a visa to China, or you have documentation you're going to China is helpful. And then sort of explaining why you want to go and, when you'll return. These are all sorts of things that are helpful for the interviewer to know.
Okay. So when I come back, I'm just to tell them I want to go. I need a visa so I can go to school in China, and I will return on such and such a date.
Yeah, just be honest about your interview and be clear about your intent to travel and what you intend to do.
Okay, thanks.
And I'm sure that you can try other options in terms of getting to China. Can also go through probably London.
Oh, of course. If you're really determined to go to China, there's lots of ways you can travel. You can fly through Europe. You can fly through, Panama. There's different
Panama, yes.
There's different ways because there's a lot of Chinese applicants who come to Jamaica as well to live and work, and they fly through here. They fly to get here as well.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome.
All the best. But Eleanor, you're saying something to the break. You're going to tell us about...
Well, it's an exciting time in the States right now, of course, because of the election, and there's a lot of interest in that going on.
You are aware that Jamaicans follow elections in the U.S. very keenly.
Yes, we know that a lot of Jamaicans are very interested, and we also know that there are a lot of U.S. citizens living in Jamaica. U.S. citizens living overseas are eligible to vote. So we are encouraging all U.S. citizens to make sure they exercise their right to vote. And not everybody maybe is aware of the resources available to do that. There is a website, which is FVAP, as in Federal Voters Assistance Program.
That's FVAP.
.gov. And that has all of the information that overseas voters need to figure out how to vote absentee in their state. So they can look up where their state is in the States, where their legal residence would be. It doesn't have to be a place where they are living now. And that will have information about how to download a ballot. Some states, my state, I can do it all online. I can email it in. Other states, you need to mail in the ballot, but people are able to, in Jamaica, bring it to the U.S. Embassy here in Kingston or to the consular agency up in Montego Bay. So people, U.S. citizens in Jamaica, are able to vote. They just have to...
I'm sure my listeners hearing you, they're quite fascinated by this. You can download that.
You can download your ballot? Yeah, and mail it in, or do it all online.
Oh, so how you make sure that it's not as in Jamaica would say, a bandulo ballot?
Well, I guess the system has been highly developed. In the States, there's been a lot of absentee voting. Even in your state, you don't necessarily have to go to the ballot. Go to the polls. You can mail in your ballot. So it's a highly developed system to do that. Some states.
Suppose somebody mail in a ballot for you. I hope I'm not asking you to.
Well, I mean,
it's not you.
I suppose, yeah. I'm not
Yes,
familiar with
that
how they do
area.
it, but I do know that in some states, like the state of Oregon, everybody votes absentee. Nobody goes to the polls. Everybody mails in their ballots. So there are systems in place.
Boy, I'd love to learn more about it. I think probably one day we need to get somebody. Yes, Brad.
Yeah, I voted in the New York State primary a few months ago, and I filled out my name online. They mailed me a ballot, and I filled it out and checked my box. And I think maybe a witness signed with me as well to say that I was who I was, and I mailed it off. And it was a really easy process. And yeah, everybody here who's an American citizen, if you're 18 years or older, you can vote, and I encourage you to do so.
I really love that. Can you imagine if we have a system like that in Jamaica? You wouldn't have to go out at all. It would be much more cost effective. You stay home and just vote.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it's great. It's
You can probably use your phone.
There's no pressure to be
Yeah,
there
maybe you
during
can.
election day. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's information there, and then also the ACS section at the embassy is happy to help people with any kind of questions they might have.
ACS, what is that?
The American Citizen Services section. They have an email as well, which is KingstonACS at state.
Kingston ACS,
at state.gov.
State.gov. So you can email them, ask questions. You can send also Americans can send questions to that email address. So that is Kingston ACS at Kingston KINGSTON. You got it right. ACS, A for Alpha, C for Charlie, S for Sugar at state.gov. Good. What else is happening? Anything else is happening? Let me tell you what. Let me just go to Rose first, since we have Rose on the line. Good morning, Rose. How are you?
Hello, good morning, Mr. Darby.
How are you doing? Good to have you. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Avondale.
Avondale. Good to have somebody from Avondale. You go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I have this problem, you see, with my daughter. Okay, our grandmother full up to get non-immigrant visa, but my name isn't on it for the U.S.
You're following that one, and I'm not sure I'm following it.
No, I'm not quite. This is a tourist.
Okay. Her grandmother went and full up the form online, but she didn't put my name on it. But that is me is the mother, and she is the grandmother.
Okay, so this
Her
is
dad, mom.
This is for a visiting visa.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all little mistakes like that are made in an application, are you saying she hasn't gone for her interview yet?
No, the interview is the 22nd of this month.
Okay. So the important thing about those, and this is something that would apply to anybody's application, lots of people will make a little mistake. They'll be absent-minded and they'll put something down, a birth date wrong, or, an address will change. The important thing is just when you're at the window to take your first opportunity to explain to the officer that a mistake was made or this is what the information should be. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's fine. It's just you need to make sure that it's clarified so that there's no misunderstanding with the officer.
How can I get it clarified? I can take her, right? I want to know if I can take her, she can take her. I don't know if I can take her to
You can take your daughter.
I have a visa,
Yeah, you are welcome to take your daughter, and when you get up for the interview, you just explain to them that on the application the grandmother filled it out and she mistakenly put her name in for the contact information.
But, okay, my date of birth not on it, my address is not on it, and my name is not on it.
That's okay, ma'am.
That's okay.
When you come into the embassy, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to see one of our local staff members, and they're going to do the intake process. And they're going to, upload your application, and you can explain to them if there's any misinformation. And then, when you get to your interview, just explain, who filled out the application. This is not an uncommon problem. People, they make little mistakes in their application all the time. Just, be clear and honest at your interview about what happened. And, we'll see you on July 22nd.
Okay, so it won't be anything like we'll take with my visa or anything.
No, it shouldn't be. I mean, if this was just an honest mistake, it shouldn't be a problem.
It was an honest mistake. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much for calling.
Okay, then, yes. Okay, Mr. Darby, thank you. I listen every week.
You're careful, not somebody going to say I'm paying you to listen, you know.
I listen, man. I listen to your station, 90 FM. I listen to it.
Yeah, man. That doesn't give me your trouble. You know, I love you, so I love all my listeners.
No problem if I go to the embassy with her.
Right. Don't just get nervous. Just go there.
Okay.
You must go with one document. Which document you must leave at home?
Pardon?
There's one document you should leave.
Lie.
You leave that one at home.
Yeah, I listen.
But you go with the document of truth.
Honest is an honest mistake them did, but
right.
I'm scared to go.
I know, yes, I understand. Yeah. But if you go there, as I said to you before, just explain to them immediately.
Okay, Mr. Darby, one little more question before you leave. I guess the father is supposed to be doing some filing, but I think the filing needs stopped. You think that is a problem too? Just remember.
Well, the officer would be able to look up whether the filing is in process or that sort of thing. Again, that's one of the things where you just need to be upfront about the information. And
I don't have the information, so maybe I have to get that from them then.
Yeah, or you can just tell them, the officer should have access to that information. But as with all of these things, it's just the most important thing is to be upfront with what you do know, and then see where it goes from there.
Okay, then. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the call, Rose.
Yeah, and I enjoy the program.
Yeah, man. You have a wonderful day.
Okay, Mr. David. Thanks.
All right. We have another caller. Pauline. Pauline, how are you doing, Pauline? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kingston, Mr. Darby.
Good to have you. You go ahead.
Yes, I just want to ask the counselor, what can I do to help a person who is a citizen who is in Jamaica and would like to reach back to America? He's a citizen of America.
He's a U.S. citizen?
Yeah, the person is a U.S. citizen.
Okay. Do they have a passport?
Yes, he has his passport.
Okay. Is this a child you're talking about, or is it an adult?
Pardon me?
Are you talking about a child or an adult?
No, he's an adult.
Okay. Well, I mean, if he's a U.S. citizen with a passport, as long as his passport's current, he can travel back to the United States. If his passport needs to be renewed, he can do so at the American Citizen Services section, and he can find on our website how to apply for a passport. Our website is kingston.usembassy.gov. But if he's got a valid passport, then he can return to the U.S.
Okay. I guess he wouldn't have where to stay. What help could he get over there to have a place to stay, to settle himself, to obtain a job or so?
Well, that's not something that the embassy here really does. I would suggest that he talks to his family if he still has family there, or what kind of network he has there that might be able to help him. For our part, we can see that his passport is valid and, he has the correct documents so he can enter the U.S. But as far as, finding work or, places to stay, I would suggest, reaching out to family members or friends and try to find, people that can help him.
Oh, so you'd have to find some. His father is there, but he doesn't want to go with
guess what? He's not going into sort of personal things. So what you have to do now, you just speak with your relatives and make the arrangements. Right? That has to be done. That's a personal thing.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
And if you're not too sure of what, you can send me a text message and I can explain further. You can send me a text message to 816-5261.
5261.
Right, 816-5261.
Thank you, Mr. Darby, and thank you, Consul.
Thank you, Pauline.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a wonderful day. We have a call on the line, Alicia. Good morning, Alicia. How are you? And where are you calling from?
Good morning, Mr. Darby. I'm calling from Portmore.
Portmore. Good morning, Portmore. How is Portmore this morning? You go ahead.
Well, it's sunny as usual.
I like you say sunny. That's not true. It is hot.
Right, and hot. Morning, Consul.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alicia.
Yeah, I have a question. One of my siblings filed for my parents. His interview was on the 12th of April of this year, and when he went to do his medical, actually they are saying that his medical was foggy, so he cannot go for the interview. So he had to go back the other day and cough and so forth for them to take a sample so that they go and send it to test in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we haven't heard anything. So we are concerned, what are we supposed to do? Each time we call, they say that it's not ready as yet.
So he's had his interview and we're just waiting for his medical, is that right?
No, he didn't do his interview because
Okay.
they told him that he should not turn up on that day for his interview
Okay.
at
Well,
the embassy.
Normally, we are in pretty close contact with the hospital about the appointments and the status of the medical exams. So it's likely, I would say, that the staff who deal with the medical reports are aware that he's delayed. If you have any specific questions about it or you're concerned, you can send an email to the Kingston IV desk. Did you hear that when we said the email address before? Or should I repeat it?
I have the email address, but that's another problem because my mom, she's in a problem too, and we have sent email to find out what we should do about with her case, and yes, they do answer us back, and when we send back again and tell them what is what and so forth, her case is regarding with a waiver. I don't want to get in there with her case.
Okay.
And they haven't answered. They sent her the last email that we got. They sent us that we should contact a place in Dominica. And I remember my last call when I think I don't quite remember.
Okay.
Before, not you counseled. And I spoke with one of the counselors, and she told me that I should just go ahead with the waiver. Don't reply to the Dominica.
Yeah,
we send back to the embassy and tell them that we still not quite understand about the waiver, and they haven't answered us back.
Okay.
And my brother emailing, and they haven't answered my brother back either.
Okay. Well, usually if you don't get a specific reply, it just means that the process is ongoing and that it's not something you should worry about. For instance, with the medical exam, we're just waiting and you're waiting. So at this point, there's nothing that can be done with that. On the other situation, if that's a little bit more complicated, why don't you go ahead and send an email to Kingston IV at state.gov and mention that you called in and that that I asked you to follow up with an email. Because I'm a little bit puzzled about the Dominica part. I don't know if that's related to your mother's case, or I don't know where that comes in. So why don't you just go ahead and send an email there and mention that on this date you called and that I asked you to send in an email.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thanks much.
Thanks for the call, Alicia.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for calling. And you have a wonderful day.
You too,
Alicia, take care. Bye. All right. We have now Winsome on the line. Winsome, how are you and where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling from Kingston 13.
So like you didn't remember, eh?
Okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
I am applying for a passport for my daughter. She's a U.S. citizen, and I was trying online yesterday. I got through everything, but I don't know where exactly to make the appointment. Or if in filling out the form online, you automatically have the appointment.
Okay. Hi, Winsome. How old is your daughter?
She's 13 in August.
Okay. So, yeah, you can make an appointment for a passport through our website. That's kingston.usembassy.gov.
Listen, I actually made fill out the form online and print it.
No, that's great. You can also make the appointment. You have to make an appointment, though, and you can make an appointment online at that website. If you go to the website, there'll be a section that says ACS, or American Citizen Services, and you can just search through that section, and there'll be a place where you can click for an appointment and make a passport appointment.
Okay, we're online. It's at Kingston what?
At kingston.usembassy.gov. If you can't find it, I would go to Google and just type in U.S. Embassy Kingston, and it will be the top link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, anyway. Okay.
You made a note of the site?
Yes, Kingston, US.embassy.gov.
No, see, no, man, I know that you were listing it out. No, you have your pen?
Yeah.
And your paper?
Yeah.
Right. So Brian will make sure that I'm saying the right thing. So it's Kingston.
Okay.
KINGSTON dot. Then US for United States. US.
Yeah.
Embassy EMBASSY.
Okay.
.gov.
That's good.
Got that? Got that right, Brian?
Perfect. And just go to the website, and you can find the place to make an appointment.
Okay, thank you very much.
Good luck, man.
All right, I hope you get through. And if you get through, you can send me a text message. I'd like to know how it goes, right? Okay. All right. Well, yes, Brian. And let me ask you, Elena, you'll be here for how much longer?
I still have quite a while. I'll be here for another year or so.
Yes, and I think our branch will be here for much longer, I hope.
No, actually, I'm leaving at the end of the month. It's the nature of our work.
This is the last time we're going to have you on this program.
Yeah, I've been here for 2 years in Jamaica, and so it's, we come and go, and it's my time to go.
That's the problem I have, coming and going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad.
Oh, boy.
We'll miss him.
Oh, yes. I hear that another gentleman, he's going to leave at the end of this month or next month? Next month, I think.
Yes. Our Consul General, Mr. Michael Schimmel, he'll be leaving at the end of August, I believe.
I think, yeah.
No, I'm going to cry.
I think a lot of people are going to cry, yeah.
I can't forget that man coming on this program. The first time some years ago, we talked about that. After I think we have Fitzreen on the line. Fitzreen, is it Fitzreen?
Hello. Yes, Mr. Darby.
Good to have you. And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. What? Listen, man, long time we don't hear from St. Thomas, man. It's good to have you on the program. Good morning to my friends in St. Thomas. You go ahead.
Yes, Mr. Darby. Mr. Darby,
you have also two consular officers with me.
Good morning, Fitzroy.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I went to California in last year, and I take sick over there, and it happened that I lost my passport. I lost my passport at the hospital because I eventually leave it there and did not realize until when I'm ready to use it. That's the time I realized it. Anyway, I went back to the hospital and checked at the hospital, and it weren't anywhere around. Well, anyway, I came back to Jamaica, and I get a temporary passport to travel and come down. But I went back up to the passport office, and they give me all the information that I need. But for the visa one, I don't get any information. So that is the one I want to find out what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Sure, no problem. So if you've lost your passport, you can make an appointment for a visa interview, and you can come in and explain to the officer what happened. We'll ask you to fill out a lost visa form, which will take you maybe 10 minutes, and then continue with your interview and just explain to the officer what happened, and then they'll adjudicate you at that time. But you don't feel nervous about it. Just come in and be honest about what happened, and we'll ask you to fill out a lost passport, lost visa form.
Yes, sir. Because I get the police report. They give me to come down.
Yeah, that's helpful to bring that in too. So
And by the way, you're able to deal with all the hospital bills, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. All right. So you just do that.
So where do you say I can go? I must go. Where do I go? Up by the embassy?
So you'll have to make an appointment, and you can make a visa appointment because you'll need to get a new visa, and you can do that through the website for usvisa-info.com.
Okay.
And you can make a visa appointment and come in.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All right, I hope you get through and let me know how it goes, that's it?
Yes, Mr.
All right,
Daddy.
take care. You have a wonderful day. All right, let's now go to our next caller, Van Queen.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Mr. Darby. How are you doing?
Morning.
Morning to your guests.
Good morning.
Morning.
Right, I have a question. If someone has been issued a 10-year visa from, let's say, 2009 and hasn't used it much, is it going to be a detrimental problem for the holder?
No, it's not a problem at all. So if you have a visa and it's valid for 10 years, then you're able to use that visa for 10 years to apply for entry to the United States. Mm-hmm. So you should have, all final decisions on entry are made by CBP, Customs and Border Patrol. But if you've been using your visa, if you have used your visa well in the past, it should not be a problem.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to at least use it once per year.
No, not at all.
Okay.
As long as you have the visa, it's good for 10 years. And if you want to travel once this year and then travel 8 years from now, that's fine.
Not a problem.
Not a problem.
I think
Okay.
maybe...
Or don't travel at all.
Or don't travel at all, right.
Yeah.
I think maybe the confusion is green card holders do have to be in the U.S. once per year. So maybe at some point you heard something about that. But the visa is good for 10 years, and obviously some people don't have the time or interest in traveling frequently, and that's their prerogative.
Okay. All right, I understand. Thanks a lot.
Good luck, man.
Thanks
All
for
right,
the call.
thank you very much for calling. You have a wonderful day.
Say, Darby.
Yeah, man. Thank you for calling. All right, we're gonna go for the break right now. Okay, Brian and Elena. When we come back, probably just have 2 or 3 minutes left. And Brian, we'll be out of here. Probably never see you
I know. I'm gonna start crying soon.
Yes. By the way, you know which country? You'll be in.
I'm going back to Washington D.C. for a bit. Yeah.
Yes, for a while.
Yeah.
And then you head out to another country.
Yeah, I'll head out to Indonesia.
And this is the last time that I'm going to pronounce, I think, surname. I've never come across a surname this long, but it's given me a good practice. And I'll try again. I hope I don't bite off my tongue. Brian Jean-Louis
Perfect.
and Eleanor Zlatnik. We have another 2 minutes left. Any general information? But for you, basically, I want you to. I hope you never forget Jamaica.
Absolutely won't forget Jamaica. My wife and I came here. We've had a lovely, lovely time. Been to every parish.
Did you have a child here in Jamaica? I hope you did.
We did. We had a child here in Jamaica as well.
Really?
Yeah, we did. So we came here as 2. We're leaving as 3. So we have
so you take a bit of Jamaica with you.
Taking a bit of Jamaica with us. It's a great gift. So.
I hope you have been teaching him or her patois.
Well,
how old is he?
He's about 11 months old, but we'll see if he starts speaking patois. They're learning. Babies are learning. So
exactly.
We'll see what his first words are.
I remember when the chief came here, and everybody thinks that you work at the embassy. These are some stuck-up, straight-faced persons. You must be scared of them, and you go to the embassy and you're nervous. And oh my, no, I don't. We no longer feel like that at all. Remember when Miss Michael Schmel came in here? It was quite formal. I introduced them, and he said to me, "Wagwan Chilani man." Let me tell you, he speaks patois quite well. So I hope you have you learned anything in patois.
Nah, sometimes I'll listen, then I'll understand a little bit.
But
speaking,
you will say one thing in patois right now before you leave. This is your last time on this program.
Okay. Wagwan, Jamaica.
You will sound like
Walk good.
Walk. You will sound like your president, man. Wagwan, Jamaica. Okay, I must thank you all, and I really hope that you enjoyed yourself in Jamaica, Brian. Hope that you have seen quite a few places.
I did. It's been great, Vernon. I appreciate it.
Yes, and I do hope that we treated you very well.
Very, very well.
Yes, and of course, Eleanor. She's quite fortunate. She'll be here a little bit longer.
That's right. I'm lucky enough to stay for a little bit longer.
Yes. And I look forward to have you back here. I
Thank
really
you.
look forward to have you guys
It's been a
here.
pleasure.
And I hope that July 4 will come around a little quicker. We don't take that long. So I can join you again and have fun. And those who are American citizens, don't forget, you can stay right here in Jamaica and vote. So you need to make sure that you have a vote. And if you want to, make use of that vote. You can do it online, or you can do it by mail.
You can register online. Go to fvap.gov, and you can find the information there for voting for your state.
Okay, thank you very much. This is the last time I will call your name. No, I'll talk to you on the phone, you never can tell. Brian Jogi Watanaporn and Eleanor J. Zlatnik. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.